Yo, peace, what up? I am the Southwest Shaman. This is Stereopix 888, and you in the right place, wherever you are. Wherever you are is where you're at, and that's the right place because you're with me. And right now, I'm going to take you on a short journey into some real deal Holyfield stuff that is sure to inspire and potentially maybe give you some of the gems that you need. That's what I'm here for. This channel is all about growth. Like I said, this is Stereopix 888. I'm the Southwest Shaman, and we're all about change, transcending the box that we live in. This YouTube thing is something I started out on, maybe a month or two ago. And the advice I can give to anybody doing that is just find a way to tap into yourself, because you have to show up every day, and you need. I had to figure out there were two main things I needed. One was what's going to motivate me. Motivation for me comes from helping myself so I can help others on some real shit. That is what this is about for me, because I found a way to heal myself, so I want to help others do the same thing. Okay, so I needed that, and then I needed a source. I needed a source for my content. Like, where am I going to get the inspiration or the raw material for my content? Well, for me, it comes from my everyday life. It comes from the things I'm doing for myself to help myself heal. Because you know what? I was wandering in the wilderness essentially for basically 40 years. 40 years, man. And look, see, I wear that because of this. But you know what? It's all good. There's no shame in the game, and I ain't tripping. I ain't slipping. None of the above. We coming at you with the real, and I got to take my time with this one, man. Because there's certain things I'm doing to get my channel cracking, right? But the bottom line is what this is about is personal development. Personal development, and I am the example, and I have designed something I call abstract recovery personal development. I am the Southwest Shaman, and there's a reason for that. I've earned that. I've suffered for that, and it was bestowed upon me. And I am actually taking action in my life to put into place certain things that a shaman would do, because the bottom line is a shaman is a healer. And I'm coming at you, and I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to spread love and help you find the best version of yourself. And I'm the example, because there are specific things I'm doing in my life that's allowing me to transform into the best version of myself. Because I'll tell you right now, it wasn't that long ago that you wouldn't even recognize me, or you wouldn't want to know me, perhaps. So, as I go through this journey, like I said, I needed source material. Where am I going to get my content from? Well, I have various crafts that I do. I make music, I do artwork, I make plant designs, I do a lot of different things. But right now, I'm going to kind of take a moment to focus on the music, because I've done it for a long time, and I have definitely sharpened my sword when it comes to that. I have definitely developed my skills. So what I have is a song that I'm posting. I already posted it, actually. It's called We Can Ride, and I'm gonna use this video right here to promote it, and I'm gonna put it in the comments, and you know what, I'm gonna put it in my description too. And that is why the gem that I'm gonna give you right now, as far as being a small time creator or whatever, if you're trying to create content, if that's what you're trying to do, is use your channel to promote yourself. But there are specific ways to do it. Like, not just me telling you here in the video. I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description. right down there. And I'm gonna put the another link to it in the comments, and I'm gonna pin that comment so that comment stays up top. Those are the gems for that. And if you're on other social media platforms, use those platforms. And see, I haven't really been super involved in those for a long time. Anyway, I don't really feel like it's necessary for me to put my energy into making somebody else accept me like that at this point. And for the longest time, I was all fucked off in the streets, in the calle, if you will. And I really wasn't concerned. And nobody else was either. So, social media can be a powerful tool. And it's a great way to stay connected with people. So, that's how I see it. It can be very, it can have a very negative effect on people as well, though. So, use it how you will. Just think about it. Use it the best way to enhance life. And for me right now, I'm using it to try to bring my people over here and find my audience. Bottom line. But I don't want the people who are just not actually looking for this content, I guess. So they're not really, it can actually throw the algorithm off if they're just kind of passing through and like never come back and all that stuff like that. It all, you want genuine grassroots shit. I'm not even yanking your chain right now. It's like, however quick it happens for you can depend on various factors, but like grassroots shit is always, organic shit is always more healthy, always more beneficial, baby. So another tip that I'm using right now is Quora, right? I'll go on there. You find different topics, different questions, and answer them with a real answer. You have to be too legit to quit with this. You gotta answer the questions, and then you put a link to your channel, to your video that is in regards to that question. The video that's gonna help give them more information with that question. Another way to get an actual subscriber or viewer that's like legitimately wants to see your content. So I'm using this way, and I'm starting to try to schedule and regiment how I do this, like each day, how I implement these things and do them. Now, like I said, this channel is all about abstract recovery, personal development. I'm the Southwest Shaman. This is StereoFix 888. I'm the example of how this is working in someone's life, because I was in the wilderness for 40 years. Now, since last September, I'm on it like gin and tonic, y'all. And I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm here, and I'm going anywhere, and I'm trying to make it clear. Because life ain't fair, but I was my own worst enemy, baby. Baby, bubba. Baby, bubba. I was my own worst enemy. And I still am, but not as bad as I was. I've decided to make a truce with myself. I had a funeral for my old self, and that night was the night that I decided to move forward and make some changes in myself. But then as I went, see, I've gone through so much of this struggle that I've actually been able to design my own methods, and I'm trying to make that available for people. But I have to really fine-tune it and refine it. But right now, it's called Abstract Recovery Personal Development. And there's 9 steps. Well, 0 through 9, so I guess there's 10 steps. Step 0 is have an open mind and be willing to change. Be wanting to change. Because that's what it is. It's not just about addiction. It's not just about trauma. It's not just about mental health dispositions. It's not just about PTSD, OCD, CPT, LBC, AZ, PHX. It's not about none of that. It's not only about those things. It's not only about behaviors, habits, vices. It's not only about I wear 2 different shoes trying to go to a job interview. I did that. It's not about just only those things. It's about everything, and this is for everyone. Because if there's anything you're trying to change about yourself, this is what it's for. This is what this is for, because I struggled with myself for the longest time. So it wasn't just about medication. It wasn't just about diet. It wasn't just about The biggest thing was my thinking. Knowledge of self was the light that revealed what was in the darkness. It had to shed light upon the darkness that I was walking in. I was lost, feeling around like a midget on glass, trying to walk barefoot on glass. Alright? That was me. You know what I'm saying? With headphones on, blasting the most obnoxious dubstep. Feeling around and shit. Like, what? So, there was a long time back, a ways back, there's this song by the Gravediggers, which is a sub-faction of the Wu-Tang Clan, which one of the members is the RZA, which is like the head of the Wu-Tang Clan, if you will. The producer of the Wu-Tang Clan, of the music. He has a line in there where he mentions 12 jewels. I memorized those jewels at a young age, and I hadn't really implemented them. I didn't really know how to, but now I realize it, and I have really embraced that. And like, this is something I'm gonna get this shit tatted probably. Like, this is some shit for y'all. All right, so here it goes. Gravedigger song back in the day. It came out back in the 90s, I think. And the RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan mentions 12 jewels, and those 12 jewels are knowledge, wisdom, understanding, love, peace, happiness, justice, freedom, equality, and food, clothing, and shelter. Yeah. Maybe you never have to think about food, clothing, and shelter, but definitely consider the other ones. And is my life balanced? Is my life full of those things? Knowledge of self, knowledge, wisdom, understanding is what was missing, that I wasn't seeking, but I was gaining bits and pieces of throughout the years. That's what allowed me to, that was the catalyst for me to make a change in myself. And to be inspired by it, and captivated by it, and embrace it. That's where I'm at with it. How I survived fentanyl. Well, how I survived fentanyl was, I always, don't get me wrong, I was a heavy user, right? I always started off things slow, for one, which was one of my weaknesses, because it made it where I liked every drug I did. But I was always trying to adapt myself to it, I guess, which was a weakness as well. But how I survived it is, for one, that's what kept me afloat for all the years, but it also kept me thinking I could use. But at the bottom line, I don't even know why I mentioned that shit. But like, how I survived it was, I changed my thinking, and I removed myself from all the influences on my character, and the influences on my actions, and I actually was able to start to redesign myself. Once I got the information, though, see, I had to go to treatment, and I went to treatment a lot of times. But there were certain seeds that were planted there. See, seeking a spiritual experience, yoga, the body, all sorts of education was needed. But once I decided that it was all just too much, like the whole world of the whole thing, it was just too much, and that I couldn't have a life I wanted and have the drugs, because the bullshit life comes with the drugs. So that was the biggest realization for me, changing the way I thought about it. Like, I thought that I could make it work. Well, I finally realized I couldn't make it work, so I changed the way I thought about it. And then I also got tired of allowing myself to be brought down by other individuals. Because I have a heart that allows me to connect with pretty much anybody. And I had a bad tendency to live vicariously through other people's lives. So my problems get put aside, and we'll deal with your shit. We'll live with your life. Well, wanting to be alone, but still having a support group to connect to, without actually having to see them. Because in this day and age, we have Zoom calls, FaceTimes, etc., etc. Phone calls is nothing else. Fuck it, a letter. Because I needed to just not be around. I needed to be around myself only for a while, but being able to process stuff with other people, and then also the fact that I knew that I wanted to be a different person, so I didn't want to hang around the same type of people. So if I didn't want to be an addict anymore, or behave like that, I needed to not be around people who were thugs, gangsters, drug addicts, individuals like that, because that was me. I did prison time. I did all the drugs. I did all the street shit. So those are my people. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'll always connect with y'all, and I'll always remember those things, but I don't want to be that anymore. So I have to, because there's something to be said for, I could become a scientist simply by hanging around scientists all day. By default, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna pick it up. If that's what it is, and if that's what I want to do, especially if that's what I want to be, and that's what I'm inspired by. And you know what? See, when I was coming up, man, when I was 19, I got shot in the face. Right there. The bullet went into my neck, right here. I was 19 years old, man. I'm 38 now, okay? 2 months later, my dad died of leukemia. That was the age where I was rebelling against my father. Of course, I was able to make amends right before he died, but nonetheless, I didn't know him. I didn't know myself. All I knew was my friends, and my friends all wanted to party and drink and do all that whole thing, and how I was on the path of making music, and I was an artist, but I remember I mentioned the influences. I was highly influenced by that, so that became the focus of my life, was that aspect of having fun, when there were so many other things. We did a lot of other things, don't get me wrong, but drinking was always involved. Smoking bud was always involved. For me, especially smoking weed, What I want to say, the point I'm getting at is I was lacking the role models that I needed. So the older male role models and father figures I found were in men that were a little older than me, but they were on the bullshit. So it wasn't until now that I found some people that I'm able to idolize because of the way they alchemized their life and flipped it and made their experience into something that can help people. And that's what I'm here for, because damn it, I put myself through the ringer, but no, this was my path so I could become the Southwest Shaman. Some of those people are Iceberg Slim, Danny Trejo, and Sonny Lindum, because they went to some of the lows and places I went, but they were able to take their experience and use that into making it something valuable. So here it is, and I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to give it to you. Right. So before we wrap this thing up, man, I mentioned knowledge of self and how that's helping me so much, and abstract recovery, personal development, and how that's really, knowledge of self is the catalyst for this. So I'm studying a number of things, and you may have heard of the store Five Below. If there's one nearby you, it's dope. Check it out. Well, each month they have different books. There's always a book there that I'm like, wow, this is amazing that it's here. It's cheap, and it's some very, very powerful knowledge. So I've got these books. I'm going to show you which ones I got. These are all from Five Below. So I try to get there at least once a month just to see what type of stuff they put out. This was the first one I got from them. Okay, it's short, powerful, the knowledge is there. This is universal law. This is information that I needed to know because I wasn't playing fair. I wasn't playing fair. I wasn't playing by the rules at all. Here you go. Next. Sorry, the glare. Okay. Circle of Fire. Guided meditations. You know what I'm saying? This isn't something you have to read front to back, start to finish. Find something in there valuable. Get it, get it, get it. Next. Just got this one not too long ago. Trying to crack it though. I do my studies in the morning, y'all. I get up hella early, and through that I'm praising the Most High because I'm up with the sun. I'm up before the sun, but I'm up doing my studies. The subconscious mind is open first thing in the morning and right before you go to bed because you're in delta mode. You're slipping into delta mode, which means that the subconscious mind is open to trap information. So if you're watching TV programs, in those modes when you're half awake, half asleep, your subconscious mind is partially open, and suggestions and programs are being placed in. So if you wonder why you dream about the show you're watching or something pops up in your head, yada 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 yada, that's why. So first thing in the morning right before sleep, I'm on my studies. Next. Oh man, I can't even believe I found this one over there. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I mean, what do you think is in here? You don't even know. But this is a powerful book. Be careful when you read it. You know what I'm saying? But it's really the sun, man. The sun. I'm still studying it. It has to do with. See, I'm part Egyptian. And a big goal of mine is doing my ancestry.com because, like I said, I'm lacking that knowledge because my father passed, but that's knowledge itself, and I need that. So, this is similar to biblical scripture. I mean, what's going on here? And last, I am so excited, and I started cracking this one already. Sometimes you just gotta collect books because you're not gonna, you never know when you're gonna need that, or just be able to read them over the course of time, or read multiple books at once. But this is something I'm gonna start doing, and now, back in the day when I was a kid, maybe storybooks were a thing, but not information, man. This is the information age. I have a degree in IT, information technology, so I'm here to get to you. Anything I get that I'm using in my life is working, I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to get to you. And I'm not here to tell you what to do, but take what you will. Take the gems and apply them. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is knowledge applied. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And peace is positive energy activates constant elevation. So, like I said, these are things that I'm using in my personal life that are working for me. I'm the example. I'm not going to tell you nothing else. There's nothing else like that. But research everything I say for yourself. Don't trust me. Don't believe me. Find out for yourself. And let's grow, man. Let's grow. Let's become the best versions of ourselves in the 2020 fit dive, all the way to dive. Getting out of that mode where you only fit dive. Time to thrill dive. Come on now. Love yourself. Love each other. Let's do this. Like and subscribe for this journey, man. And put something in the comments, yo, because if you're out there and you're ready to grow, put it in the comments. Say, I'm ready to grow. You already know. I'm the Southwest Shaman. This is Stereo Fix 888. LNRs, yo. LNRs. Love and respect. Peace, yo.